Hello and welcome, everyone. Today I'm going to be casting an NGS C West, Division C West, where we have Annie Oakley, team on the left, and we have Respect the Goose on the right. So let's take a look at all the maps and bands. Whoa, that is weird, the thing on the screen. Okay, there are no wins yet, so I don't know why it's doing that. We are at 0-0. Hello and welcome, everyone. Today whoops, accidentally left my stream on, so you'll hear repetitive stuff. Anyway, so let me tell you the actual truth. Annie Oakley banned Towers of Doom and Tomb of the Spider Queen. Respect the Goose banned Volskaya Foundry and Sky Temple. And then at the coin flip, Annie Oakley lost, so Respect the Goose picked first pick, and Annie Oakley chose the map of Battlefield of Eternity. All right, let's go to the bands because they've started. Oh no, also not working. There we go. All right, so coming out of Respect the Goose, we've got the Rexar band, and then followed by a Brightwing bang from Annie Oakley. We've got a Kael'thas band, again from Respect the Goose, and a Malthael band from Annie Oakley. I'm not sure about that Brightwing band. I mean, the map is like tiny, so I'm not sure what that's about. Unless maybe they're planning to go something like Butcher or maybe Kerrigan or something like that. All right, first pick Li Ming. Pretty powerful on this map. Answered by Johanna and Vala, both also very strong on this map. Although Vala, I mean, people think Vala is stronger here than she actually is in terms of win rates. So if you look up her win rates on this map, it's not her best map actually, which I found surprising because everybody was like, you know, Vala's the best here. Anyway. All right, we've got a Greymane. Ooh, that's going to be a really good race. And a Mal'Ganis pick. Mal'Ganis is one of those tanks that are just hard to deal with, in my opinion. That sleep is like painful. Hi, Night Night. Welcome to the stream. All right, we're going on our third set of bands. Let's see what's going on. Lucio. Looks like Annie Oakley is really trying to choke out the healer on the red team. Oh no. Oh, well, they don't seem too concerned about banning more healers either, it looks like. Can you guys hear me okay? You can, right? Tracer! Oh my god, I'm so excited to see Tracer. I have not seen a Tracer pick so far in this competition, so I am very, very excited. She can be a real pain in the ass. And Artanis, again, for some really good race there. Response to Tracer is a Lily, so, well, that's unfortunate for Tracer. Maybe they should have been Lily instead of Brightwing or Lucio. And Alarak, wow. That's a lot of damage on the red team. No bruiser. Just a bunch of melee. Okay, what are they going to respond with?
For the
Anduin!
alliance above all.
Alright. Welcome, GNR Hertz. And welcome, Jason Hotz. Nice to have you all on the stream. Okay, so this countdown is actually not the start, and then it does another countdown. There we go. The actual countdown. Good luck to both teams. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with these two comps. Who do you think won the draft? Blue team, red team? I'm not going to bias you with my opinions. I'm going to wait for answers first. I don't know how to do polling, like actual polling, on the channel, so you're just going to have to type it out. Really interested to see what that Tracer is going to do into that team, because, you know, a sleep from Mal'Ganis is death for her, basically.
Be ready, friend.
Our foes will regret this day.
Alright, zooming out. Let me introduce the teams. We've got, if they would stop moving around, it would be much easier. Alright, we've got, let me just do this. Gola on Johanna, Simon on Artanis, Gale Lion on Anduin, AOL Vince Noir on Vala, Transformer on Tracer. And then on the right team side, we have Rusty on Lily, Arco on Mal'Ganis, Bullet Bear on Alarak, Goliath on Greymane, and Rhiannon, I think is the name, on Li Ming. Yeah, Rhiannon. Oh, look at that Tracer take like the full health almost in damage. Got a little bit of skirmish. Mal'Ganis is already pretty low on health compared to Johanna here. Although the red team is now catching up in that on that poke. Goliath goes in, gets rooted. He has to back out. Alright, we've got a Tracer moving top. Looks like she may be trying to assist Artanis with a gank here. Artanis is pretty low in the top lane, so Tracer comes in, tries to do a little more. Oh, that switch is really good. Oh, damn. You know, they had that was a really good switch by Artanis. Like, that was wonderful. Alarak, though, dealt with it really well and switched away. Or whatever that's called. You know, when he pushes himself away. Yeah. Oh, yes, thank you for overlay change reminder. No, that didn't fix it, did it? There we go. Alright, let's take a look at the talents here. Johanna went for Hold Your Ground, so she gets that shield more often. Protector of Ire from Artanis. I'm confused by that. I thought he would go for the, I don't remember what that other talent is called, but it helps a lot with Immortal. We've got Anduin on both strategy. Monster Hunter on Vala, so she's going her Q build, as sort of expected. And Tracer is going for the melee. Red team is making a bold move here and invading. I don't know if they're trying to capture it or just trying to keep them off it. Alright, red team's going back for their own. They are slightly ahead on XP, but not enough to make any kind of significant difference. Blue team's capturing the top camp. The red team had already captured the bottom camp, so nobody's going to get that during objective. So this is better timing on the blue team side. Red team gets theirs going. Immortal is spawning in 10. Mal'Ganis is in a little bit of trouble here by himself, but he manages to back out. Blue team does not pursue him.
I shall purge your evil from this.
Alright, looks like the red team is going for a defense rather than a race. Alright, Simon's getting pretty low there. Has to back out a little bit. One really good swap could change that. Blue team has to back off a bit. Red team's still defending, but they do send Grey main bottom to get rid of that camp. Okay. The blue team's camp is already dead in the top lane. That was gone pretty much instantly. Tracer taking a lot of damage here. Just a little bit more, like one Ming orb, and she dies. She goes down. In goes the Grey main. He's pretty low, so blue team could turn this around. But the entire team is low, so they seem to be backing out. Artanis is almost away. Gola and Gale Lion are both backed. On the red team's side, we see Mal'Ganis catching a sip here. And now they are focusing the Immortal. Alright, it's at halftime. Let's see what both teams are doing. Tracer is back. Death Chimers are super short right now. Looks like the blue team is going for the race, and the red team is doing the same as well. Wow, did it go down? The blue team is really taking a lot of health out of it. Mal'Ganis' attempt to interrupt them did nothing. Oh wait, I must have confused that. There's the red team's Immortal. What? Oh, that's right. Sorry. Yeah. It was the red team that was doing a lot of damage, not the blue team. Okay. Sorry about that. Still a little new to casting. Getting rid of the kinks right now. Alright, we've got Goliath pretty low on health. He has to sip. That Immortal does not do much. It gets that front wall and the one of on the bottom tower here, but not much else. And the red team seems to be backing off. In the bottom lane, it's Artanis against Alarak again, and Alarak seems to be winning this pretty handily. He's like full health, full mana, and Artanis is less than half both of those. In the top lane, we've got Tracer trying to be a little annoying. But she's getting attacked pretty heavily by the red team, so she has to back out. The red team is ahead by a whole level at this point. So those kills made a difference. Because I haven't seen the blue team lose much soak yet, although right now Artanis is losing all this soak in the bottom lane. Tracer is focused on Grey main and then has to back away as her health goes really low. Oh, and she dies. Yeah, Grey main was just waiting for that opportunity to jump on her. Take her out. Li Ming's also pretty low here. But it's 3v4, so the blue team has to just defend the best they can. Artanis is back in the bottom lane, still having taken quite a bit of damage, but it used his full mana now. Oh goodness, that silence. Simon takes more than half his health and damage very quickly. The red team takes this camp up top with no contest because the blue team cannot really contest that. It looks like the red team will be getting to their 10s first, and if they manage to do so before or during this Immortal, the blue team will have to give it, which is looking likely at this point.
There is no escaping my justice.
Red team grabbing their camp just a little late, but the blue team's doing the same. So nobody has started on the Immortals yet. The standoff between Alarak and Artanis in the bottom lane seems to be continuing. Vala has gone top on behalf of the blue team to clear that merc camp that they captured. And the blue team decides to leave those mercs for a while and instead focus on the Immortal. Red team now has 10s. They just picked all their ults. They have the blue team has to be really careful now because an engage is not in their favor. Artanis goes top to clear those mercs, and the red team, of course, knowing that this is good for them, try to engage to get those kills while they have their ults, and the blue team doesn't. But the blue team manages to get away. I mean, Johanna just barely got away, but she did get away. They don't even have all 5 members here, so they do have to be careful. In the meantime, Grey main is working on that Immortal and doing pretty well. Alright, red team is all defending here. Oh, wow, they're going for that team wipe. Wow, Andrew and a Tracer both go down. I think that's quite a few deaths on Tracer so far. Let me switch to see. Yeah, she's had 3 deaths so far, and the blue team has 0 kills. So 0-4. 1 second, Jason, let me fix that. Alright, does that fix it? Nope, still keeps disappearing. Alright, let me catch up on casting here. We've got the red team's Immortal pushing bot pretty hard. Its shield is gone. The blue team's trying to get it down as much as possible, but the red team is pushing with it, and the blue team is in danger here. I mean, yes, the forts are really strong right now, but that fort is going down super fast. And the Immortal is still at half health. And it looks like the red team is looking to push even more with this, but all 5 of them were here. Looks like they decided to send Alarak top. Don't want to miss that soak. They want to stay ahead on the levels here. Look at that stun go out, and the blue team gets their first kill. Lily goes down. Looks like Mal'Ganis is about to as well. Great job, blue team. They managed to get those 2 kills while defending their Immortal. They've caught up a little bit on the level, so they're not a full level behind anymore. And they go for this bottom camp since the red team is down 2 people. In the top lane, the blue team seems to want to get that kill on Alarak as well. Oh, but I don't think they will. But now it's 3v2, and they have to be super careful. The blue team's taking this opportunity to push with their Mercs bottom. They are getting this entire wall, and they might, of course the well will be down before anybody can defend. And they might get some damage onto the keep before the minion mercenaries die. Looks like in the top lane, Artanis and Tracer have decided to take this camp since it's only Alarak there. The red team is currently chasing the blue team. They have their 13s, the blue team does not. So it looks like they're looking for an engage. But the blue team gets the Merc camp and backs out. Tries to get some soak. They are almost 13, and they are 13 during this fight. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of damage. Red team is putting out so much damage on that Tracer. She's almost dead, and there she goes. She's dead. Artanis is also dead, unfortunately for them. Oh goodness, that's a lot of deaths. That's 4 deaths for none. So, blue team, any Oak League, has lost 4 members. And it seems like Respect the Goose is going to be able to attack this Immortal unhindered. But instead, they're going for the blue team's camp and sending just Greymane to the Immortal. Greymane can really do a lot of damage to the Immortal, so that's understandable. And they get an extra Merc camp pushing. Corey says, Greymane and Lily make it especially difficult to be Tracer, to be fair. Yeah, that's true. I think the Greymane was not chosen when the Tracer was picked. I'm not entirely sure. But the Lily was chosen after the Tracer pick, definitely.
Acceptable.
Alright, now both teams are up. There's a full level advantage for the red team, but it's not a tier advantage, so it can be overcome. The blue team seems to be wanting to defend here, while Artanis is clearing the lane bottom. They're getting a lot of large minion waves, both bottom and top. Blue team is... Oh, Tracer is so low! Oh my god! Run away, Tracer! Gola taking a lot of damage and dies to that Li Ming orb. Very good orb, well placed. I mean, that area is pretty narrow, so no place for Johanna to really dodge. Red team gets this Immortal, and they will have a full shield Immortal to attack with. That is, I think that is pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that'll be a keep, if not more. They might get some damage as well. They are now very close to 16. Respect the Goose is very close to that 16 level. And if they can get it while pushing with this Immortal, or pushing in the bottom lane instead of with the Immortal, either way, they can really punish the blue team if they step out a little bit. Johanna goes in, takes a ton of damage, as does Artemis. Both back out. Enderman's also pretty low here. It's a good thing he has decent AoE heals. But Artemis decides to back for help. Oh, and just like one little one-way event, that Tracer takes a ton of damage. They lose the Vala, unfortunately. Ming dives a little bit too far. Luckily for her, her teammate killed that fort, or she would be dead. Gola going in on that Johanna. It looks like this is GG. It's very likely. Tracer is about to die. There she goes. Blue team is losing a lot of members, and the red team is doing a ton of damage to the fort. So, yeah, wow, that was a fast game. Only 14 minutes. But this map tends to have faster games anyway, because those Immortals are really strong. So, GG, good job, Respect the Goose. They take the first round, and we will be going to our second match soon. In the meantime, here are some music tunes. Alright, they ban out Brightwing again. Looks like they really just don't want to deal with Brightwing. I hope that doesn't mean they're going Tracer again. Or at least if they're going Tracer, maybe hide it longer. Rexar gets banned again by Respect the Goose. Now you can see the team names up there. Thanks for letting me know that that wasn't showing up. Malthael again. This is like identical to the first game. Again, a Malthael ban from Annie Oak League. And a KT ban from Respect the Goose. What will their first pick be? I imagine maybe a Johanna? No, a Gul'dan. Ooh, that's very interesting. Gul'dan is really strong at clearing waves and like he's generally a strong character. I don't know that, I mean, he's probably good at holding the shrine because he can, like, there are all these small passages that people have to walk through, so he could use his E there. I think it's his E.
Victory for the Forsaken.
And we get a Johanna and Sylvanas response. Sylvanas is really great on this map, so I am surprised that neither team banned her. We get an ETC and Anna pick from Annie Oakley. Yeah, that Anna and Gul'dan is going to be really painful and very strong. Okay, what's the red team going to do? Now it's ban number 3. Vala gets banned. I wonder why Vala? Let's see if that Lily gets banned. Or maybe not. Anduin. Okay. So they're really trying to make it so that the red team does not have that Anduin pull that can just take somebody right out of the fight and save them. It's a good ban. Anduin is really good at saving people, I'd say.
I'm in.
Oh, we get a Kira. I have not seen Kira either in any of these matches. And a Lucio. Alright, so Lucio is not really a burst healer except for his ult, which gives everybody a really big shield. And the blue team currently does not really have burst anyway, so the red team doesn't seem to be afraid of them picking any burst at this point. We still need probably a bruiser and a damage, likely, from the blue team. We get a Dahaka and a Rainer. Yeah, the blue team is going team sustain. And the red team is going for a Probius offlaner. That's going to be fun. Probius is so hard to deal with, but I mean, he does have very low health, so if you can't catch him, that's good for you. You got him, but gosh, he just runs away so fast. All right, we've got game number 2 coming, and I'm wondering if Annie Oak League is going to be able to pull out a win so that we see a match number 3. I always love casting a match number 3 because it's like so exciting, you know, to not know who's going to win. More fun than a domination, for sure. All right. Whoop.
You ready to rock some faces off, bro?
On the left team, we've got Gola on the ETC, Transformer on the Rainer, Simon on the Dahaka, Gale Lion on Ana, I believe, AOL Vince Noir on Gul'dan. The right team, we've got Rusty on Leoric, Bullet Bear on Probius, Kira, Goliath on Kira, Rhiannon on Sylvanas, and our Arco on the Johanna. Alright, Probius gets there pretty fast, puts down, sets up his stuff, and is ready to slow down some people if they walk into that, but Gul'dan can kill it really easily. Oh, that Rhiannon is so close to dead, but manages to get away. Dahaka's very low. Looks like Rainer's looking to rotate. Blue team will likely just get this last minion and head bottom. In the top lane, we've got a Dahaka versus a Probius. Dahaka fills that flip, or tongue, so he does not get the Probius in there. Probius is very, again, hard to catch. Blue team does manage to start their mercs here, while the red team is getting the bottom ones. I'm not sure if the blue team is aware of that, but there's a giant wave right at their door, and nobody's soaking it. Okay, ETC goes in to soak it. It's still like doing a lot of damage to that tower. I don't know that that merc camp is worth it. Alright. Looks like they did manage to get those mercs, but of course the red team will be able to kill it in no time. The red team is ahead on experience at this point, mostly due to rotating faster and killing those minion waves faster as well. The red team is now dealing with that merc camp. They're actually doing it right under those the blue team's towers, so those mercs didn't get very far. And the red team is now likely going to get their own mercs before the shrine comes up. But they will be better timed, so that way they will be running while the shrine is up, I think. Looks like ETC is rotating bottom to deal with that camp, while the rest of the blue team, all three of them... Oh, sorry, I totally missed that. Looks like Dahaka did manage to kill that Probius. He caught him! That is impressive, catching a Probius with that lick. Alright, so in the mid lane, ETC is trying not to get killed here. His team joins him. Now both teams are on equal footing. Actually, even the blue team is a little ahead. Likely due to that kill, maybe? Maybe they caught up on XP a bit. There is an interface to show that isn't there.
It is done. Activate the shrine, defeat its guardians, and the punishment will be ours.
Alright, let's see. Oh, the deaths are even, 1-1. Looks like a fight is going on up here. Kira is in pretty deep. If that Dahaka manages a lick on her, she's gone. But she's out. Johanna's going back in, gets knocked back by the Rainer, who does not want to engage. Looks like the blue team is trying to kill those mercs and not give up too many points. Not give up too many of those little minions killed. Red team's hero Johanna goes down because she chased a little bit far, I think. Blue team is very low on health though, so it's going to take some kind of healing miracle for them to get back anytime soon. Not sure what Simon's doing, but maybe he's just killing those Probius pylons. He's also getting the wave. I think he's trying to get his team 7. Kira does a little damage to him. But it looks like the blue team might be able to just pull this out. Because the red team is not currently contesting since their Johanna's out. And they're down level 7s. So, here we go. Is this a frozen one? I believe that's a frozen Punisher. Yes. The blue frozen Punisher! Coming out. Let's see how much... It just like hits that Probius thing like it's nothing. crushes it. It is baited over the gate by the Johanna. It takes a lot of damage before it can really do anything, but it has frozen that fort. Oh my goodness, that Probius. He was so low. Blue team backs off. They did not get as much as I thought they might, but they still did get that entire front wall and maybe 1/4 of the fort. In the bottom lane, Dahaka's going at the bottom wall as well with a bunch of minions, but he's going to have to back off shortly as Probius shows up. Blue team still seems to be sort of avoiding the engage with the red team, who are pushing hard. Okay, Kira is in a rather precarious position, or not precarious, like aggressive, I would say. They are playing this rather aggressively. They managed to kill those mercs, no problem. Look at that Probius bomb or whatever it's called. Just take all the mercs out. Alright, good damn. Sorry, need to hydrate. Throat a little dry. Okay, so it looks like they might be able to catch this Goliath, but no, they don't want to tower dive. So, and they get blinded by that Johanna, so they back out. Goliath took a lot of damage, and look at it, it's like just as if nothing had happened. Oh no! Johanna goes down right in front of her towers. That is a lot of damage that they're putting out. Blue team now gets to push this really hard, even though they have to deal with these mercs down here. Looks like they decide to let the mercs come a little forward so that they don't have to be so far out. Rainer's doing some damage on those mercs, but may need to be careful. He's rather easy to gank. In the top lane, looks like Probius is doing a good job pushing out the blue team's lanes, but it looks like it's not really hurting Dahaka anyway, so he's like full health almost and full mana. Blue team is a whole level ahead. Let's see if they can keep that lead with this Immortal coming up. So team heads off to their camp to grab that, and red team rotates up. I'm not sure what they're trying to do. They may be attempting to gank somewhere. That Dahaka maybe? Oh no! But Dahaka manages to get away. Oh, but he dies anyway. That Ana was not near him. And they were too far out into that lane. So it's unfortunate that he died right before this objective, because now his team is going to have to deal with that. Bottom lane has some pressure from the red team. So blue team also better be careful about that. See that red team's gonna get those towers. Blue team comes back in with Dahaka burrow. Try to chase off the red team. They managed to kill quite a few minions and sort of catch up almost. Yeah, they're pretty caught up. Oh no, blue team takes a lot of damage all of a sudden. Kira uses her ult, but it does not really connect with Gul'dan, who I suppose must be her target, since he was low enough to be killed by it. Simon's backing out. He gets a good pull and drag here. That might be really good for the blue team. But the blue team's pretty low, as is Simon, so they are trying to stay out of it. But for some reason, the red team split up. Oh no, Simon. Get out. Probius may be tempting, but he's fast. So Dahaka heads bottom to soak that minion wave, while the blue team deals with the red Immortal. Red team, it seems, did not want to push with this Immortal, presumably because they're a level behind and a tier behind. Smart play. So they are going bottom lane. At least 3 of them are. If they do not get caught by this 5-man. They manage to make it out and hide behind their walls. Johanna makes it to her team, while Probius is capturing their bruiser camp up top. The carry is tiny. Alright, blue team captures this bottom camp. Sylvanas can likely clear this out with no problem. Very quickly. The blue team now is looking to invade the red team's camp, it seems, or just for a gank on rotation. But yeah, I would not recommend having the person anchoring in that bush be Raynor. Blue team backs away. They really should have been pushing their advantage at 13, I think, so not sure why they didn't try to take a fight. Red team's Johanna's checking the bush, while Dahaka deals with the Merc camp top, which is likely going to get quite a bit of value because Dahaka's, I mean, he's great at clearing minions, but not so much. It's not that his damage is not that high. But, of course, if you can drag the thing, that helps. Red team gets a really good fear that pushes Kira, and she is totally dead. There's no way she's escaping this. There she goes. That was a really good fear by the Gul'dan. Pro fear. Gola goes in, tries to push somebody out, but it's Johanna, unfortunately, so she just uses her shield and leaves. The blue team's aggressively trying to get this fort. They have 4 down here, as does... sorry, the red team only has 3 since Kira just spawned. The blue team seems to be pretending to rotate. I'm not sure what they're doing. Oh, look at that, Johanna try to face check the bush. Oh, a missed mosh. That's bad. Uh-oh. Anna gets out of position, unfortunately, so she goes down. And now the red team have the advantage, and the shrine is coming up. So this is not good for the blue team at all. Even if they get the 16s now, which they should right about now. Oh no! Oh my god! That was unbelievable! I did not think they could win that, but I guess that ETC proved me wrong. And they get 2 counter kills. That was amazing. So, while they have their healer down, so does the red team. They also have everybody having to back, so the blue team gets some of these minions for free. Dan's a little low on health, but his healer is almost there. Looks like Probius might be rotating to the team, whereas the Haka is still top. He has to defend that fort. Red team's still missing a member, so this is a 4v4 in case the red team wanted to go in, but of course it's too late, and they back away to their fort. That is, I mean, that fort's dead. If I were the red team right now, I would just try to range damage it and back away. Oh, look at all that poison damage on Probius. Almost killed him, but Lucio saved him. Of course, that fort goes down with hardly any damage done to the Immortal. Let's see if they can get a lot of progress on this keep. Johanna baits the Immortal over the gate so that they can kill it without interference from their blue team. The Immortal is almost dead, and the blue team realizes that and backs away. In the meantime, Dahaka's doing work in the mid lane. He's almost got that completely down, but Probius comes in and kills those minions. Still, the blue team's going to have to be careful in the bottom lane now that they don't have a front wall here at all. So all the minions that go in go straight at the keep. Ooh, look at that mosh! Darn. Ewok silenced. It did not last very long. Goliath is almost dead. There he goes. Let's see what It seems like the tank and the offlaner are pushing pretty hard, given that their team wasn't there with them. But anyway, so they're going for this, to steal this camp that's on the red side. Heck, the feeder is giving you a 20-ounce hunk. Alright, blue team probably can get this. Or instead, they can invade the red team's camp up top. But if they step on that, that's going to be a lot of damage from Proteus. So they'd better not step on it. Yeah, they think better of it. Raynor uses his ult unnecessarily there. That was a waste. But they get that fort, no problem, and waiting for that ETC pushback. Yep, and Johanna dies with it. Wow, she got blown up really fast. That was impressive. This red team is down their main tank, so they do have to give this camp up here, likely. Especially with Dahaka anchoring there, you can just lick one of them and everybody, and that person will be dead in no time. There's a lot of honking. Can someone explain to me what the honking's about? Alright, blue team catches their mercs as well, keeping up pressure on the red team. They should push out this mid lane probably as well. They hope to get this keep. It should help them with the next immortal. If they get this immortal, they should be able to get that keep easily, especially if they've pushed the lane out here. Doing some damage. What? He used his... Like, they just have really good interrupts for that Mosh, so he's not getting any value out of it, really. Still going in, but he's so low on health. Oh, and he goes down, so does Johanna. And Raynor. That is unfortunate. But this Gul'dan is doing work. I think he's gonna do something really strong here, and he might kill that Goliath. No, he doesn't. He dies instead. Mostly because his healer is dead. Can Simon get away? Run, Simon! Run! No, he's... Oh, wow, Rhiannon backed out. I mean, it's Sylvanas. You can just disable that thing and kill him. Oh, my pleasure, Tyrant. Thank you for watching. I'm so glad you were all here and watching. Super exciting, because, I mean, if the blue team gets this game, and they do have their 20s first, but the red team just got theirs, and the blue team's all dead, so they can't really take advantage of that. If the blue team pulls this one off, then we'll have a third game, which is the best. Life is pretty low. His healer's up in 1 second. Looks like the blue team cannot contest this, of course, because they just got up. Gul'dan is still dead. Almost up. Instead, they go for their camp. Safer to be on their side. They're not going too aggressive. But in the meantime, look at that wave and that catapult push that keep. I think that keep might go down. And the red team is just completely ignoring it. The blue team still have a fort here, so, you know, that's a lot to get through. If you just ignore the top and bottom lanes, those keeps are dying. Alright, instead they're focused on the kills, I think. They think maybe they can end with this immortal? Blue team... Oh no, ATC! Oh no! Alright, he manages to survive that somehow, by some miracle. The red team's wall on that keep is gone. The immortal's dead though. So I'm wondering if the red team's going to push more. No, they back away. It would be really dangerous for them to push, because 1 or 2 deaths will translate probably into the blue team going for the core. Look at those mercs. They are definitely getting this keep, as are the minions top. Come on, minions. Wow. Minions are doing a great job. I'm very impressed though. Sylvanas shut down those mercs and they did not get the keep. It still has like a sliver of health left. They still lost their top keep for that though. They did not get this to kill this keep. Actually, they didn't do that much damage to it. Maybe it still has like 75% of its health left. Blue team is looking to finish off that keep bottom, but they don't really want to be too forward with it. Simon backs away as everybody tries to gang up on him. I am worried about Gul'dan's position there. Luckily, he made it out. I'm not sure what ETC is doing. He's anchoring in the top bush. Okay, blue team seems to have decided that this is not good positioning for them, which I agree. Instead, they are going to let the red team get their own camp, and they're going to go get the blue camp. Gola is anchoring in that bush, of course, keeping vision for the team. Great job there. Killing some minions. It looks like the minions bottom are just about to get this keep. Oh, nope, that minion dies. This keep has like 9 lives, man. Alright, blue team backs away. They don't want that keep that bad. So instead they go mid to push to get some more pressure in that lane. The only healthy keep and wall is there. The next immortal is bottom though, so really if the blue team can manage to secure this immortal, I think that's GG.
Another shrine will be ready soon.
The blue team is playing a lot better this game in my opinion. I think it was really tough with the Tracer and the Lily blinds. I think it was, and Greymane, who could just like eat her up. So last game was rough for them. But this game's going into 22 minutes and still going, so here goes. Alright, Dahaka's in the top lane, trying to push that up. And dealing with the mercs that were there. Blue team's getting a head start here. They've got their 7 minions. Kira is rotating very aggressively. That was a good stun, but she gets ETC moshed, who then gets silenced. She uses her ult, but connects with only mostly ETC, so not a lot of damage there. Simon is trying to get that Proteus, but of course Proteus is very hard to catch. Oh, that Simon might die to Proteus even. Oh no! Gul'dan goes down! Oh, wow. Goal is still chasing. They are 4v5 right now, but they're still going for it. I mean, that... Wow. And they managed to kill that Kira. And she had no backup from her team, which was very weird. Like, I don't understand why her team didn't just kill them. Like, go in and defend her. She would have been fine, right? Alright. Wow. Dahaka also goes down. That was an unfortunate turn of events for the blue team. But, of course, they did capture those mercs, and those mercs got that keep. Got a few catapults here in the top lane that might be getting to core soon. Somebody will have to deal with them. Red team's gonna get that core super fast, no problem. And blue team only has 2 members up. So I don't know how they're gonna bait that, you know, bait that without dying to it, because they're both very squishy members. Blue team has some catapults on the core, but somehow that keep was pushing them. Yep, Sylvanas backs to deal with them. Johanna goes mid lane. It looks like the red team is not looking to end here. Instead, they're just standing around. Not sure what they're doing there. Okay, so they've decided to go for camps instead, and the blue team manages to kill this immortal before it's done any damage to their keep. But of course, that entire wall is gone. Wow, so the blue team gets another chance. The team is maybe looking for a bush gank here, like on rotation. If anybody takes an unsafe rotation, they will be dead. But the blue team doesn't even go that direction. Instead, they go to their camp. bottom instead of that one in the top left. So the red team see them going there because they had vision in that mid lane, and they go for this camp. That is a very smart move. Good work by the red team. They now have 2 camps pushing, and they can go get bot and their own camp to push back those lanes as much as possible. These camps are not likely to get too much value while an objective is not up. It's more that they're just trying to push out those lanes, keep the pressure up. So, you know, if the pressure is on the blue team, it's better than all the mercs being on you know, pushing out the lanes for the blue team and harassing their core and stuff. Up here, we've got 4 members of the blue team invading this camp. I'm not sure why they're not trying to kill that probe. I mean, that probe was there by himself for quite a while. They could have just killed him and then gotten that camp. And then they would be 4v5 in the next fight. Okay, looks like Dahaka's gone bottom to deal with this camp. And the red team's all dealing with this camp as well. This game is going super long. It's 26.5 minutes in. Woo! So exciting! He is too fast, but ETC could have used Mosh and secured that kill. A late game kill is still very valuable, and I mean, if you trade an ult for a kill, I think that's still worth it. And with his team not there, there wasn't anyone to interrupt him. Alright, looks like both teams are heading top. Blue team still has some pressure in the mid lane here, but their top lane and bottom lane have been pushed out pretty well. Of course, once the red team stops pushing those out, the blue team will likely have the advantage again. Looks like the blue team are just going to go for core. Wow. Alright, this is going to be great. Can they do it? The enemy core is already at 84% thanks to the little catapults doing their job. 58%, 50%. Oh my god, can they survive this? Oh, Transformer is dead, but they, come on, 6%. Poison's on it, and GG. Wow, they pulled it off. That was really good. I was surprised that the entire red team went so aggressively for that Immortal, because, like, if you go there and the enemy team is not there, and it's, you know, almost GG, you'd assume that that's what they're doing. They're rotating to your core. Oops, you get to see my avatar in his nice pajama-thar. Well, this was fun. So now we have 1-1. Let me update the scores. Yes, indeed. GG, well played. That was great. Oh! Alden says the red team got honked. But the Furon says the geese will fly again. That was a very exciting match. It took forever, but I mean, that was totally worth it. And Annie Oakley pulled that off. They played very well that game. And nice decision making on their part. The red team also played well. It's not like they played any worse than the first game. It's just that the first game was sort of a stomp. But we'll see what this third game will be. Who are you all rooting for? You know what? I need to get one of those polling add-ons or whatever that puts polls in my stream so I can ask people and they don't have to like type it all out. All right. Ultra-Rack Pass. Which means that Team 2 likely decided to have the first pick. Oh, thank you, Caladorn. Thanks, Falk. Someone needs to swap me out. Lots of honking going on. Not sure what that is. Just cheering? Here we go. Smooth criminal. Annie, are you Oakley? Are you Oakley? Annie. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Turns out that Annie Oakley has a theme song or something, and it's Smooth Criminal. All right. Looks like we're getting ready. All right, going to Ultra-Rack Pass for our third game. Thank you guys so much for being on my stream and for watching. I appreciate it. Please click the follow button if you're new here. All right, so Respect the Goose did choose first pick. Is it going to be their traditional ban? Who did they always ban? They kept banning someone. Can't remember. I expect another Brightwing and Malthael ban from Annie Oakley. Rexar. Yes, that's who they keep banning. Sorry. Terrible memory. I have the worst. You guys, my dinner is sitting right here next to me, waiting for me to finish casting. And I'm like super hungry and it smells so good. Oh, thank you so much for the subscribe, Caladorn. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Woohoo! I got my first subscribe! Alright, we do have that Brightwing ban. Likely going to see another Malthael ban. Odd Lazaro is here for Annie Oakley. Get another Kill Pass ban. Yep, these are the exact same bans every game. Malthael. I mean, come on, we know it's going to be Malthael. There we go. That's become a little predictable. All right, is it going to be... Who's going to be first pick here? Who's good on this map you think that they would want to pick up? They have taken Johanna before.
This realm needs me.
Li Ming, again, first pick. That's the same as the first game when they went to Battlefield of Fraternity. Rhiannon took Li Ming there as well, and she dominated. She was really good, as was Greymane. Greymane was really good as well. Oh, thank you so much again, Celadorn, for that sub, and Valkamar, thank you for cheering. I appreciate it. All right, left team gets Anna and Jaina. Ooh, that's going to be a very strong Jaina once she gets her icy veins. Then she basically has 2 sets of Anna's alt. Anna's alt, what's it called? Goodness. Stim? No, that's Morales. Stim is Morales. This one is called...
For the alliance above all.
I don't play Anna, so I can't remember the name. But it's a really good alt. So anyway, alted Jaina is going to be hard. All right, they go for it. Looks like they're trending towards their first game lineup here. They took the Mal'Ganis again, but the Anduin was not their healer for the first game, I believe. Maybe it was. I'm not sure. Yes, you are my second sub. Thank you, Valkamar. Nano Boost. Thank you so much, Corey. That's exactly it. Nano Boost. Woohoo! All right, we get an Alarak ban. I think that's new. Okay, who is the last ban? ETC. Ah, they do not want to deal with an ETC Jaina because that really would be rough. I mean, it's going to be a nano boosted Jaina, and on top of that, a Mosh would be like really hard to deal with. Although of course Li Ming has a really good Mosh interrupt, so it's not like, you know, it's the end of the world for them.
The crusade calls.
Blue team takes Johanna. They have one more pick.
Anytime you're ready.
Raynor as well is picked here by the blue team. So any Oak League seems to have a pretty good lineup so far. Oh, I did not see that coming. Now the Tracer coming from the red team against a Raynor. Yeah, I mean, the Icy Veins, you just do them, like, it's basically like having 2 of that alt, right? And on a fairly short cooldown. You don't have to stack them. Okay, the red team gets a Leoric and a Tracer. So they are looking pretty strong, although I'm a little worried about the Tracer. But, I mean, Tracer's win rate right now is really high. But I'm worried about a Tracer into the Raynor. We get a Thrall from the blue team. Alright, so we've got our offlaners, Thrall versus Leoric. And the rest of the team will likely be 4-man rotating, which is the norm in NGS. Try to do that strategy in QM. Oh goodness, nobody ever follows you. Even if they agree to it, like verbally say, yes, I will do it. And then they just like leave, wander off. Super exciting 3rd game. Thank you, Celadorn. I am so happy. I did not think I would get any subscribes, but thank you. Okay, we have got Transformer on the Raynor, Simon on the Thrall, Gaulion on Anna, Gola on Johanna, and AOL Vince Noir on the Jaina for the blue team. Blue team is Annie Oakley, in case you're just joining us. Let me switch actually my view. So that way I can show you guys the draft, or the talents and stuff. On the right side, for Respect the Goose, we've got Rhiannon on Li Ming again. We've got Anduin, Rusty on Anduin. Arco on Mal'Ganis, Goliath on Tracer, and who's the last person? It's Leoric. Bullet Bear on Leoric. Alright, let the honking begin! Blue team makes short work of that minion wave. But they do want to fight, it looks like. Lior got down there immediately. They did not really seem to want to fight. But, I mean, Simon got there in time to not lose any XP. It's just that it pushed all the way to the wall. So they are doing just fine. Gola and AOL Vince Noir are trying to clear that top lane, but it's 2v3, so they do have to be careful. Johanna uses her Unstoppable to get out. In the meantime, Anna and Rainer are on this camp, getting it pretty fast. Respect the Goose is a little slow on that side. Thrall is sort of letting the waves get to the fort before he tries to kill them. Alright, Anna goes mid, tries to save that Johanna. Does a good job. Jaina is top by herself. It looks like the red team is rotating on her, so she'd better be careful. Yes, as soon as they go missing, she backs out. Smart. Blue team seems to be looking for a fight here. I'm not sure why. Red team is about to hit 4, so the blue team should be careful. They will get a tier advantage right now. Blue team's mercs push mid. Li Ming tries to deal with them, but of course he's not the fastest camp clear. Okay, looks like actually they're roaming, not formatting anything. Looks like Rainer and Anna make a little cute little team, and Johanna and Jaina have another team top. I don't think it's common to see a 2-2-1, is it? On this map? If you've just arrived, hello and welcome. Oh yeah, you can honk all you want. Respect the Goose is the red team, and Annie Oak League is the blue team. Alright, it looks like this camp is back up just in time. Anna, not Annie. Anna and Transformer on Rainer are trying to get it super fast. Jaina joins them, makes quick work of it. Red team did manage to get their mercs as well. And now they're heading over to the objective. Both teams are pretty much exactly the same on XP. So that's good. The blue team caught up.
Our camp is under siege. We have to keep that cage.
Jaina tries to clear that camp as much as she can, but she sees that her team has started fighting. She leaves that camp to help her teammates. Johanna takes a lot of damage. So much poke coming in from Li Ming. Those orbs are painful. Simon has low health, low mana. So does Transformer, who has very low mana, but he has a sip. I wonder if Simon does. Because if he does, he really needs to go get it. Gola is invading the red team's camp here. We get Jaina trying to cap, but of course there are still those minions. Looks like Rainer goes top to get some XP for his team. Jaina does as well. She's very fast at clearing minion waves. Thrall is also mid, trying to get the team 7. Now the blue team has 7. I expect them to try to engage on the red team like super fast. Or not. Here comes a Thrall. Oh, it's a team fight. We've got, oh my goodness, Rainer goes down. That Tracer Bomb lands. Arco is very low, but I don't think they get the kill here. So red team is 5v4. Of course, Rainer will be back up in like 5 more seconds, so yeah, I mean, they can still defend this. Oh, Arco's so low! Will he die? Yes, he does! Wow, 4v5, and they managed to secure that kill, but that Tracer, the Tracer manages to kill Thrall and gets killed as well. So she suicided for that. Like, that was pretty obvious that she was going to die. So, anyway. In the bottom lane, we've got a giant minion wave here that is doing quite a bit of damage. I mean, that looks like the bottom tower is going to go down. Blue team tries to get some time in on the red team's enemy camp. Alright. Trying to defend it here. It's 5v4 again. But Thrall can make his way up to the team. Looks like he does. Mal'Ganis takes a lot of damage from that Raynor. Tracer sticks to the Raynor, puts that bomb on him, takes quite a chunk of his health, but he manages to back away, and Li Ming, I mean, the orb didn't miss exactly, it's just that Raynor managed to get away from it. So, great job by Raynor. Okay, both teams seem to just be defending. Blue team is at 9, level 9 now. Alright, looks like Tracer takes a bit of damage, uses her recall. This is a good opportunity to root her or something, because she will... Oh no! She gets the Thrall instead. Thrall was a bit out of position there, not with his team, so he was easier to kill, I suppose. But with the red team pretty low, for most members, they seem to be backing away. They are not taking this time to push that camp. Both teams are at about 20 seconds into capturing those camps. Red teams get some health, comes back in. Oh my god, Raynor is so low, he dies, he goes down. That Ming orb took so much out of him, followed by the Jaina. They are very squishy characters. So of course with, yeah, they can just melt. Respect the Goose is now capping this, and they will be getting first objective. Looks like Anna's on her way to try to start that camp before Respect the Goose can cap. These camps will disappear. Of course, now Respect the Goose knows where they are, but I mean, it would be really unsafe for them to try to invade this. Her teammates catch up, and they cap that really quickly. Through resets, yes. Lots of hunking. Alright, looks like Johanna's really itching for a fight. They just finally got their ults, and the red team isn't all here. So the blue team goes in, and they secure that Ming kill. That was a good job by the blue team. Alright. They managed to clear that mid wave before it does more damage to this lane. Top lane, oh, Leoric manages to get out. I was wondering if he'd get caught out there, but he didn't. Good for him. The top lane, however, they did lose this entire wall before managing to defend it. Bottom lane, they also lost that wall. I think they still had a tower up there, but I'm not sure. The blue team's mercs are of course dead without doing much damage, and the blue team has decided to go for this boss. Red team seems to maybe think about, no, Mal'Ganis is just ignoring it, like he's not even checking. Oh, now he's checking. But it's too late. It is far too late. They got that boss. Alright, red team trying to kill that the boss as quickly as possible. Not a super strong boss, so it might not get much value. Blue team seems to be going bot. I'm not sure if it's for the Leoric or for the boss. Likely just for the Leoric, since the boss is this boss is dead, and it would be too dangerous for them to try to take this boss. Red team is about to get hit 13, so blue team does have to be careful and try to soak as much as possible just to get to the same level. Alright, blue team's merc camp is back up, and they're capturing it right before the objective. Good timing. The red team, oh goodness, oh, Gola gets stuck in a really good entomb by the Leoric, and she goes down. Red team didn't even have to take tower shots because the towers are not there anymore. There's only the fort, and she got stuck pretty far out from the fort. Alright, looks like Raynor is in trouble here. He's trying to do a lot of, he does a lot of damage. And he manages to get that Leoric. Now he's switched to the Mal'Ganis target, and he will manage to kill that Mal'Ganis as well. Now, can he kill Tracer? That is the question. Ooh, Tracer still had a blink. And he managed to get away. The blue team dodged those Ming orbs skillfully. So now, Leoric's just about back. But Mal'Ganis is still dead. And as is Thrall. That Ming ult did not do a lot of damage. But that Raynor did take a lot of damage to that orb. It's rough to fight Li Ming in such a small, narrow area. Okay, now this is really bad for the blue team because Thrall wasn't with them, and the red team all just showed up at the same time, and they obliterated them. They killed Jaina and Ana. Looks like Johanna might be in trouble as well, as her Unstoppable is about to run out, and it runs out. She goes down. Simon, don't chase. All right, good. Simon, listen to me. He backs away. Blue team does have a good wave here pushing mid, so Li Ming has to deal with that. But in the meantime, the red team can cap this. It's already 22 seconds in. This is unlikely to be something they can recap, the blue team. Looks like they are unsure what to do right now. They're just waiting for the timer to go down so that they can start defending. Thrall goes top. They are a full level behind, which means the red team's about to hit 16, and they are not going to be 16 yet. So that'll be really bad. I mean, 16 is especially bad, I'd say. It is usually a really good talent. Sleeping Goliath. But he gets pulled away by the Anduin. Not that he was going to die there, I mean, but still. Good job by Anduin. Got Leoric going mid, trying to deal with the blue team's pushed out wave. Blue team fights the red team 4v4 down here. And that fort is gone, but not without doing so much damage to that... What's that guy called? I don't know what he's called, but the dude on the wolf. If you are having fun watching this, please don't forget to follow. I think I'm pointing in the right direction, but if I'm not, please let me know. Alright. Red team also manages to get the mid fort. Simon is in a bit of trouble here. He took a lot of damage, but Johanna goes in and saves him. Out comes the Mal'Ganis ult. Oh no, Gola is about... Oh, Gola dies. Wow, he got melted. I mean, she, as in Johanna, got melted. Alright, blue team goes for their camp. Now, all the red team's lanes are pushed pretty far forward. So, blue team will have to deal with it. Red team goes for the bottom boss. They call them cavalry. That's right. Yeah, they call them cavalry. Thrall better watch out. They may be going for him. I mean, if you see them take the bottom boss, they're likely going to the top boss too, right? So he gets out. Smart Thrall. And these minions managed to do a lot of damage to that fort. I wonder if someone will stop to kill them. Yes, they will. Leoric deals with them and saves that fort, even though it only has a sliver of health. But the fact that they didn't push with this boss means that the red team got to do a lot of damage to it before it even got to the keep. So it's not going to get much value here. You've got a Raynor and a Jaina dealing tons of damage to it. Yep, they kill it before it even takes that tower. I mean, that tower, like, somebody just has to sneeze on it and it'll die, but still.
More of our soldiers have been taken prisoner. Let's take them back.
The red team is now 2 levels ahead. Oh, well, a level and a bit ahead. So, blue team does have to be a little careful. But luckily, they're not a tier ahead. Once this gets to 20, it'll be really bad. red team withdraws, decides to do the objective instead, I guess. Or do their camp. Yeah, do their camp. The blue team manages to kill both bosses before they do any damage to the keeps, so, or the keep walls, so that's pretty impressive. Alright, Johanna's up here by herself. Very dangerous. I do not like this at all. I think that Johanna is about to die. Yeah. Johanna's dead. Likely followed by Simon. But he manages to get out. The red team has taken a lot of damage, and the blue team are following up for those kills. Really good job here by them following up. Arco is about to die as well, that Mal'Ganis. I would be surprised if they do not go for this Tracer here. Oh goodness, Tracer makes it out! Nice. Nice work, Tracer. Blue team caps this objective as well. Just waiting to... I mean, I don't think the red team can really contest this. They have 3 people. Blue team's Johanna's almost out. But both their tank and healer are down for another 20 to 30 seconds. Tracer trying to back out again. Blue team focuses on the objective instead, not on getting that kill. Ooh, Simon comes in and takes a big Ming orb to the face. Red team is almost 20. This could be very interesting because I'm assuming as soon as they're 20, they're going to want to engage. Here comes Goliath. Here comes the red team. Almost at 20. Not quite there. Oh no, Raynor got stuck in that entomb. But wow! That was a lot of damage that went out. Arco is about to die. He goes down, as does the Tracer. So now it's a 1v for 1 death for 2. And that is great for the blue team, especially since they've also just captured this objective. So they're going to be pushing with a numbers advantage and with those cavalry. Good for them. Looks like they've chosen mid lane to push, since that is the only one that has only a keep in the way. Gola taking a lot of damage. All her AoEs hit the player, so the towers target her with the new logic for the towers and stuff. Yorick is pretty low, he backs out. Blue team should be able to get this keep. Yes? No? Maybe? Keep is doing quite a bit of damage to them. They are taking a lot of damage from it, actually. Just one more blizzard and it will be dead, but unfortunately they can't risk that. The red team is back up. In the bottom lane, they're getting this fort, no problem. They also got the fort top lane, so now all 3 lanes are pushed out pretty well for the blue team. Are they going to push with it more? No, they are going to back out and prep for the boss. Both teams are now at 20, so nobody has to be worried about it being a tier behind anymore.
Is that the best you can do, Frost Wolves? It won't
The
be
red
enough.
team will likely be coming in here to check the boss. And it looks like the blue team is expecting exactly that. Nice damage onto Yorick. Blue team Raynor gets killed instantly, as does the Johanna. This was a risky move. Wait, why is the boss activated? Anna's about to die as well. Run, Anna! Mount up! Oh, goodness. That went really poorly for the blue team. I mean, you do not stack up in such a small location when they have a Ming and a Yorick who's just going to trap you there. I mean, that was bad. I think that was not the best call that the team could have made. Maybe if they stood in this bush, this one right here that I'm pointing at with my cursor, that might have been better. But it looks like the blue team does have a wave pushing, and they might be able to get this keep. Will this boss be the end, though? It might be. It's looking like GG. Uh-oh. Keep goes down very quickly, and now the core is going down as well. Wow. Respect the Goose turned this around pretty well. And that boss is going to be completely dead. Vayner is trying to get a kill or two, but instead, ooh, still alive. He does die, but he manages to kill the Tracer. Can they save this core? The core will heal if they can, but no, that boss just has too much health. I don't think they're going to be able to pull this off. That would be like a miracle. What? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, I am totally freaking out right now. They managed to kill that boss just in time, with the core having 900 health, and now it's healing back, likely to full. So they just got a second chance. Hopefully they don't make the same mistake twice. The red team only has 2 people up right now, as they did get 3 kills, so the blue team should be making a play here. Looks like they're going for that objective. I think that objective definitely would be the end of the game, if they win it. Thrall does have to deal with this gigantic wave that will easily take out their keep, though. And all of the lanes are sort of pushed in towards the blue side, except this mid lane that now has Mercs pushing. That was that was just amazing. I cannot believe that happened. Look at that core, it's back to full health. Mal'Ganis uses his ult, going in, getting that healing. Oh my goodness, look at that Tracer. She went in too far, got stunned, and now she's dead. Li Ming captured. Oh my god! Li Ming is like doing a lot of damage here. Ana's about to die, but can Thrall kill her? I don't know why Gola was chasing Arco, but now the blue team has 2 people down, and the red team has recaptured theirs. So this is not looking good for the blue team. Oh my god. This game is like super exciting. It's unbelievable. Alright, I think if I were the blue team now, I'd be trying to deal with all these camps, maybe all these minions, maybe get a camp. Actually, this camp would be too dangerous, so don't get a camp. Oh my goodness, those Ming orbs just like taking... I mean, that one orb took like 3/4 of Jaina's health or something? That was insane. The red team still has all their keeps, although the one in the middle is really low right now. But that wave is pushed all the way here. Looks like the blue team are coming back in. 1.8 seconds, half a second. Oh no! Oh, and it's gone. This is GG. I mean, I would be like super impressed if they managed to defend this, but I don't think so. That Gola, look at that 200 health. Their Thrall is down for another 44 seconds, so that's going to be quite a while. They need to get on this as quickly as they can. Looks like the red team's going for mid, surprisingly. Maybe they're just waiting for the red one to catch up. The red cavalry. But instead, they back away. I don't know what they're doing. Why aren't they trying to end? Oh, maybe they're going to just try to end top? A second GG? Alright. Blue team managed to fend off that middle. Oh, now... Okay, now it's gotta be GG. Come on. That's 2 cavalry. Core's going down at an insane rate. Red team is still fully healthy, except for Li Ming is a little low. Blue team is going down, and GG. Wow. That was the most exciting game I've cast. That was pretty awesome. Well, good job, Respect the Goose. I think both teams did really well, especially this game. And, wow. That was exciting. Okay. Do we want an interview? Anybody want to hear an interview? Lots of honking. Yes. Honk, honk, honk. GG. Okay, I am reaching out to Respect the Goose to see if they want to do an interview. All right, we're getting an interview. Let's see what they think. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Wow, those were some amazing games. Good job.
Thank you very much. Yeah, they were too close for comfort, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
man. Woo!
Oh my god, my heart's racing and it's very exciting.
Oh,
I can't even
mine
imagine
too. Holy.
how hard it was for you guys. So, how do you feel?
Well, obviously, I'm very, very happy. Like, that was a very great set. Couldn't ask for better opponents. Yeah, like they gave us a hell of a fight, and
Absolutely.
we had to fight tooth and claw for every inch we got. And yeah, definitely a very good job for Benny Oak League.
Yeah, they did great. I mean, the first game was a little bit of a stomp, and then so I was worried that we would just have two games, or not worried, but like I thought we would. But in the second game, they came back hard, and it looks like third game was very, very close. I mean, it could have gone either way. So great job for you guys for pulling it off.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, the Gul'dan pick on map 2 really threw us for a loop. We really didn't expect it. I knew they played Anna and a mage, and I know they play Rexar all the time, so
that's the
I had to
Rexar
ban
ban.
out the Rexar. Yeah.
The bans were exactly the same every single game. I mean, it was Rexar, KT. On the blue team, they were always banning Malthael and Brightwing. I was wondering if that's also because your team plays them.
Yeah, we do a pretty damn good job with Malthael and Brightwing, so I mean, they picked smart bans for us. But yeah, we couldn't keep them pinned down with our bans. We knew they were going to go Anna and some sort of mage, and it's just kind of something we had to accept.
Right. Yeah, I wasn't expecting the Gul'dan either. And they played it very well.
Oh yeah.
That Li Ming though, oh my god, your Li Ming is really good. Those orbs were killer.
Rhiannon is a killer Li Ming.
Yes, he is. So that's wonderful. Or she is. I don't know.
It is a she.
Okay, she is a pretty amazing Li Ming. So congratulations to her for landing all of those and killing so many people.
Oh yeah, violence is her middle name, I suppose.
All right, is there anything you'd like to add, or?
Yeah, shout out for my team for sticking through it. I mean, it was a very, very tough set for us, but the geese were with us this time around. All of us had goose sightings today, so we knew the omens were good for us. And
you got a ton of honks.
I also
too.
Yeah. Yeah. I also want to thank you for casting tonight.
Oh, my pleasure.
And
thank you. Thank you for the good games. They were so much fun to watch.
Oh well. Thanks for volunteering your time. And I'd also like to thank Drunk Dwarf for giving us some coaching here and there, which has proved invaluable for us, for sure.
That's cool. Wonderful. All right, well, good games, and good luck with your next set as well.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Bye. Okay, everyone, that's it for me for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. And before you go, please don't forget to follow or subscribe. Thank you. I'll see you in my next cast, which I think is in a couple days. Monday? Monday, yeah. All right, see you then. Bye.